After a disappointed news from the Bolivia embassy, I decided to cross the border to Argentina from Paraguay capital. I had to go through the same route as the Chaco highway to some extent. Then it takes a different route. It's just a 30-kilometer from the city, and it is an integrated immigration. That means Paraguay exit and Argentina entry all in the same building, same location.
Argentina. Vaya hasta abajo, hasta el último cono. This is the Paraguay and Argentina border post. I completed everything. The Argentina is so good. They are very friendly, very welcoming, and they did a wonderful job. And they really helped. Thank you so much, Argentina. It's really good.
My plan is ride 300, 400 kilometer a day and then go towards Uruguay. So I was not in a rush. The landscape is pretty beautiful. After the border crossing, the landscape is similar to Paraguay, lot of palm trees, and this is also a Chaco region of Argentina. But it has um, beautiful landscape with a lot of livestock. And then once I start riding couple of hours, I see more agriculture. Argentina is the sixth largest country and second largest in South America, but the population is very small. They have only 46 million people, and most of the populations they are living in a big city. In fact, like the capital Buenos Aires, there is more than 12 million people living in the 46 million, because once you go to the southern part there is a vast majority of desert. And when I was riding, there was a lot of police checkpoint everywhere, but mostly they let me go. But they randomly check cars a lot of, and they are very friendly and no issue. But there is many checkpoints. I reached a city. It's called Corrientes. It is on the river Parana. It's a very beautiful city, and it has a port, and most of the people there is somewhere from Europe, I guess German or Italian. And when I reached Argentina, one thing I really surprised, and it was difficult for me, is the food. Most of the Argentinian, they don't eat much rice or almost no rice at all. Everything is a bread and meat based, which is really difficult for me, where I enjoyed good food in Brazil and Paraguay. It's a small, beautiful town. I stayed there one day in an Airbnb, and I walk around the city. It's more like a European city. Day I started riding towards the Uruguay. I decided to go for another couple of 100 kilometers, and the landscape have drastically changed. It's like a more farmlands, lot of wheat, corn, and more beef production. That's what this part of Argentina is. And there is a lot of river. They don't have problem with water, especially the Parana River and then Paraguay River. They are all crossing between these two countries, and it's very beautiful. Road is in good condition, not heavy traffic. It was really beautiful. I reached a city called Mercedes. It's a small town, mostly German people, and I found a hostel. I stayed there one night in that hostel.
There was a local farmers. They are really packing some tomatoes. It's a cherry tomato. It's very tasty. Beautiful park or city center. Everybody gather. It's a nice town, very quiet. I heard the shops will be open at 5. The city center looks very lively. It's a small town but beautiful park. People just, it's pretty safe.
Next day, I decided push towards the Uruguay border. Last night in the hostel room, there was a lot of mosquitoes. I didn't have a good sleep, so much mosquito. And night time, it was a little bit of cold. But the hostel host is very nice, this lady. So, and it was very cheap. So then I decided to go towards the Uruguay border. But getting out of the city and joining the highway become very difficult because the GPS is putting a off-road. It's like unpaved dirt road and it is very difficult to ride. I didn't know how long this road is going to be. I was so scared to take this road. Finally, I have no other choice. I have to ride my motorcycle in this dirt road for several miles. Luckily, I found the highway and it's very scary. I mean, I don't want to ride the broken, loose soil road. And then finally, the road took me to a highway which goes towards the Uruguay border. But it was good experience. I mean, I didn't expect to ride this tough off-road, but it's part of adventure you have to go through. I managed to survive. This city is a very small town, not many people, very quiet, and all the shops were closed during noon time and then they open in the evening. It was pretty hard. And then finally I reached the highway. Finally, after a couple of hours of ride, I reached the border. But in the border, I found a nice park on a lake. It's a dam built on Parana River between the Uruguay and Argentina, and they have a beautiful park. And there are a lot of public fishing area, boating, and even camping. And it was so tempting, and it's so beautiful. Then I checked with the park ranger, and they said I can camp it, but I had to pay a small fee, but it's way worth. I booked a campsite. There is not many people in the area where I was camping. It's so quiet, so beautiful, a lot of animals, and me, the animals, the water, and the tree, my tent. And next, I booked one day. Then after I stay there, I really found it very peaceful, very quiet. In the night, it's a little cold, and daytime there's a little bit of windy. But I find it's a very interesting place, so I end up with staying a couple of more days. It was very peaceful, and I really, really enjoyed.
This is a park ranger or park manager. Senior, so nice. There is another staff. They help me. They are really nice with the camping. So it's a wonderful place. Everybody should visit this place. It's really, really nice. Muchas gracias, señor.
Gracias, amigo.